And my new hobby now is just exploring my culture and my identity. And I think this comes from being a mother. And as a mother, you think, okay, I had the privilege. I grew up with my grandmother and she taught me so much. I feel like we underestimate that experience a lot until you have kids, and then you're like, oh wow, they might not even ever get to know about this thing that I did that I think was very cool or very informative. And so lately I am I'm trying to do documentation, especially of my culture, but I hope to expand it to other cultures, and just so they can see it, and even if they will not adopt it or it will not be there, we can still have remnants of what our people used to do. And I think I'm very inspired to do this as well, because if you don't know your identity, I feel like it's very easy to get lost. And we see this, not in a bad way. I say this very humbly and with gratitude that I know where I come from. But you see, African Americans, they are also trying to go back to Africa, trying to find their roots. You also find people in the Caribbean trying to do the same and trying to just find some sort of identity. And also I have had the privilege to interact with kids or just young adults here who did not grow up did not grow up in Africa, and you just find them like it's kind of their loss, especially first generation immigrants here. You just find them that they want, but there's nothing they can identify with. And maybe what I will be doing and documenting, I know I will be starting with Kalenjin because that's what I know, but I hope to expand this and just bring some of that knowledge so they can at least learn, maybe have a starting point, or at the very least, if no one is interested, in millennia or in I don't know how many years to come, there will be some sort of reference for our cultures, which are very, very quickly fading away, especially with a lot of changes, urbanization, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I have my YouTube channel coming up. For this, I will be interviewing some of the really old people that we still have. Like every day, I just feel like, oh my God, I should have done this, because sometimes I reach out and I'm told, oh, so and so passed, and it's like, oh, they say when an old person dies, it's like a whole library dies with them, a whole library burnt down. And can we just maybe try? This is my small contribution to that, and I hope to, exploit and make it work. I encourage anybody and everybody else out there, if you are listening and you can do something for your culture, for your tribe, I think we should have it. When you look on YouTube and you look for African specific, even like Taita or I don't know, Embu, Meru, Kikuyu, maybe Kikuyu there is one too, Kalenjin, like all our tribe, Luya, Luo, do we have content? Most times not at all. But look for Hindi, you'll even find like the Indians, like specific cultures. You find Chinese, they have, at least Chinese, they are well documented because they had a written language. Ours was oral. We're not passing it down to our kids. Do you know like your cultural songs? What did they used to sing? Nowadays, I think I reflect on this a lot, because when I think, oh, what did my people sing for my kids, to sleep? What are the lullabies? And I'm like, I'm so blank. You just think of situations like those, and you're like, should I just be singing, the wheels on the bus go round and round all the time? And then I think one of my other aha moments came when we sing a lot of these English songs. For example, a ring of roses, a pocket full of roses, something like that, without knowing the meaning. Actually, that carries a lot of history of the UK, of Europe, because there was a time there was a plague and they were forming like rings or something to do with that. So like these children's songs carry history from other tribes. What about us? Where is our history? And I think that's just something that's been lately fascinating me. And my YouTube channel is coming up. I'll be interviewing some good people soon. It's called the Cultural Compass. It's my culture, my heritage, my identity, and my future. So basically, that's what I'll be doing soon.